Hey you guys, it's your girl AJ, the Glamour Witch, and I am back for another video. So I have been AWOL, I know, and there's a lot of things going on in the world and my own personal life. So I've just been kind of like taking a break and trying to find my flow with this new world we live in, I'm so excited to come back to make this video. So today we're going to be learning how to make a creativity and joy oil. It's going to be a really beautiful oil. You actually charge it in the sun, and I'm going to teach you how to do all the different steps. And there's actually going to be some components of protection work and things that are actually really great for when you're going outside and you're going to be potentially in spaces where police officers or just people who are in positions of power may have something negative to say about you, like being outside or whatever the case may be. I made sure to add some shit in for the current times that we live in. So if you want to learn how to make this creativity and joy oil, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so what you're gonna need for this is a jar. I have a little small mason jar and I love this thing. It's so freaking cute. Only thing that I don't like about it is the cap. It's not like a regular mason jar cap where it has like the double seal method for like preserving, but I actually think you can purchase the size for this specific type of lid. I just bought it out of the box, so it came with this lid by itself, and it even says not for preserving. But if you the reason why I like that type of jar is that it actually seals in the liquid really good, and when you start dipping into this, you're definitely going to be getting like some oil around the sides, and it can get a little messy, and having that extra little seal just keeps things in place. But you can actually put like a clear cellophane over the top of it and then screw on the cap to just avoid any type of spillage or problems later with the oil. You can also do this with like little dropper bottles or whatever you want to do, but I want this to be taking in the sun's energy, so I really want it to be a clear jar. You're going to want to have a cleansing agent, Florida water, sage, whatever you have at your house, and you want to make sure that you cleanse all of your items that you're going to be using. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Just shake it up in here. And then I always make sure that I go in and pretty much get the outside, take a little bit of the oil and get the outside of the container as well, because we want every single part of this jar to be cleansed. And because Florida water has alcohol properties, it actually disinfects the jar as well. Okay, now that you have done that, you want to also have some type of a gemstone. So you can use citrine, you can use peridot, you can use whatever crystal that you feel the most creative energy and connection to. Today I'm going to be using a rutilated quartz, and it's like a small little piece. You don't want it to be much bigger than that. And I also have some crystal chips here in this bag, and I'll be using citrine and peridot, and you know, I might put some amethyst in here, because why not? Another thing that you want to keep in mind when doing this work is the type of oil that you're going to be using. And I know I'm talking about this at the beginning, but it's just better for you to know. You can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use whatever oil you have, but I am personally going to be using sunflower and coconut oil combination. The reason why, this is Sun Coco from something in French. I ain't gonna try to butcher that name. I wanted to make sure that they were a combination of both, so I didn't have to like switch it. So the sunflower is going to help with the creativity, the solar energy, the sun, the renewal, the joy, the happiness, the rebirth energy. And the coconut oil, same thing. It's protecting, it's grounding, it's allowing us to step into our power while also having that energy be protected so that other things can't come and disrupt our flow of creativity, that other things can't stop our creative flow. Fucking got that out finally. Now let's just jump into the ingredients. Now I have quite a few ingredients here. You don't need all of it, but you know how I am. I'm a little extra, so I'm gonna do a little extra. And you only need just a little bit of all these ingredients. So when you're gonna see a list of stuff here, and you just need a pinch of everything, because again, I have a small mason jar and I want to make sure that everything gets in here. More herbs does not equal better or more power. It's about your intention, it's about the energy you put into it, and if you have a sprinkle of something, because that's all you have, the intention is going to be the thing that really carries it forward. So just know that. I'm going to start with some lemon peel. Now, this is dried lemon peel. I got this at a magical shop, and there's actually a hole in this bag, which I did not know till just now. And lemon peel is great for reinvigorating your spirit. It's also great for energy workings. It's great to increase your energy, boost your energy, and bring in happiness and synergistic vibrations. So we're gonna add a little bit of that, and I'm gonna actually move the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we have our orange peel. I'm just gonna bless and activate this. Next, I'm going to add peppermint. My good friends gave me this bag, but I'm sure you could find peppermint. It's pretty common mint ingredient, but I'm gonna add just a little. You see I'm adding a pinch here to this blend. Now, peppermint is really great for getting the energy flowing, to get things moving. All mints are really great for clarity. And when we're talking about creativity, we're also talking about joy. We want to make sure that the creative juices can flow freely, unencumbered by our own blocks, our anxieties, our worries, our stresses. So we're going to bless and activate this peppermint to help us continue to allow the flow of energy to exist in our work, and also to open us up to new energies to support this creative work. Next, I'm going to add in powdered ginger. I don't know if you guys can see this, but powdered ginger and ginger in general is really great for boosting power, boosting energy. And it's said that if you eat ginger before doing magical workings, you can actually prepare yourself for ritual and ceremony, and it actually heats the body up and creating that vibration that you're trying to use. And I always like to add a little bit of ginger into my workings anyways as a boost, but it's great for creative energy when maybe you're lacking in enthusiasm about what you're doing. This is going to serve to support that. Next on the list is going to be allspice. Now, allspice is great for luck and for good fortune. It's also great for money. There's a lot of really great benefits for this. I'm going to be adding this in here to increase our luck, to make us lucky, to make us abundant in opportunities. And you know, who doesn't want a little bit of luck on their side when making something creative, or just having luck come in and bring that joy that you wanted? Because you know, you might use this when you go out to increase your joy and your excitement as you're venturing back into the world. And you know, maybe you find a lucky spot while you're out, or maybe you get lucky in that you meet some new friends and it brings that joy in. So I want to add luck to this working as well. Next, we're going to add in some lavender. Again, I'm taking a really small amount. Okay, you could add this into a mortar and pestle, grind it up, and then throw it in here, but I'm gonna add it raw. I like the way it looks, and also because I don't mind it being in its raw form. So we are blessing and activating this lavender to create peace and calm in the mind. Sometimes when we're trying to get into creative flow and trying to bring these things out of us, if we're writing music or we're painting, whatever, there could be this tendency to really be harsh or rush ourselves, or maybe just have this nervous energy like, I need to complete this thing. The lavender serves to calm and relax the mind so that we can have clarity and really have clear vision on what it is that we're trying to create and how we want to go about doing that. Next, we have lemon verbena. Now, lemon verbena is great for creativity, and I also really like lemon verbena for its ability to allow you to step into your beauty and step into the things that make you feel beautiful. So when we're making pieces of art, or we're doing anything that requires creativity, seeing the beauty in our own abilities, seeing the beauty in life, seeing the beauty in ourselves, is another way to access that joy and allow that freedom of expression to come through with more ease. Next is mugwort. So I always, as a practitioner, like to add in mugwort to any work that I'm doing to support my third eye, to support any magical workings, to help me with lucid dreaming. And I feel like that place where you are in a dream state or a trance-like state is where a lot of creative energy flows from, because it's unencumbered by worry or stress or even ego, and you allow spirit to kind of come and connect with you. And I want that spiritual connectivity to be in my workings, so that whatever is coming forward from me is centered around the deepest parts of me. You know, especially if I'm writing music, I want that part of me to rise up. And a lot of times when we're dreaming or in a dream state, the things that are in the subconscious are able to come forward in the conscious mind and be projected as dreams. So we want to invoke that same vibration in the work that we're doing. Next, we're going to add in rosemary. Rosemary is really great for creativity. It's also really great for healing. And I'm also adding it in here because it's really great for supporting feminine energy. And because I identify as a female, I added a lot of that. You saw that. That was a happy accident. I want this to be blessed with the divine feminine energy, that creation energy, creative flow, and the birthing of new projects, new opportunities, and the joy of embracing that feminine side of myself. I want that to be embedded into this oil. If you are a man or of a masculine bend, or someone who identifies as a male, you can still add rosemary in here. It's very protective, and it also has a lot of really great healing and tranquility properties. So you can still add rosemary in, and I still encourage adding rosemary, because even if you're a male, the feminine aspect, we all have male and feminine energy, and the feminine aspect really does serve to boost creative flow, because it is all about getting in touch with your feelings and how you express and how you relate and how you convey. Next, I'm going to add my favorite, which is calendula. Now you can't see into I think you can see into the bag, but and I'm gonna add a lot of this because I really feel like calendula is great for boosting optimism. It's great for positive energy, for happiness, for joy. It also has a lot of healing benefits and healing energy. It's also connected and linked to the sun and solar energy. It's a very yummy, nutritionally beneficial plant. If you take it and make it into a decoction, or if you do a salve or a balm, it's really great for treating the skin. There's a lot of really awesome things that happen with calendula, and I want that to be all up in through this blend. So I'm going to bless it for positivity, for optimism, for joy. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I want to feel good about what I'm doing. I want to feel confident about what I'm doing. So next on the list is celandine. Now, for some people who've watched my other videos, you know I've actually used this in protection workings, and this was the part of it that I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the video. Celandine is traditionally used to help avoiding wrongful imprisonment and to help you avoid law enforcement or people who you know, are in that position or in those types of fields, protect them from being targeted by the police. Also great for legal battles, court cases, to have victory over that. It also is great for having victory over enemies or whatever the case may be, and to aid in escape. And so when we're I think it would be really great to have this in here for two reasons. One, because you can use this oil, and if you ever take this oil out with you while you're out and about, it can aid in protecting you from getting yourself into any unwanted situations. But it also can provide that escape energy when you want to leave where you are and go into the recesses of your mind, to tap into the creative flow, to tap into the moment, so that you can pull out the creativity and draw it out and release it and free yourself. So it has this breaking of chains, this release, this escape, this you know, it's really like a jailbreak type of energy. So I'm adding it to this creativity blend, and I might be a little heavy-handed because, you know, shit's real out here. Next, we're gonna add rose petals. Roses are great for luck, also concentration. They also aid in that love flow vibration. So I'm gonna be a little generous. Last but not least, we're gonna add some dragon's blood resin. So I like to add dragon's blood for determination, for drive, for motivation, and sometimes when we're trying to step into creative flow, we are really just lacking motivation to accomplish the task at hand. And so this could be really great for boosting that. It also has protective properties. Again, we want to protect ourselves and our space. We want to protect the vibration that we're trying to create so that other things can't come in and just fuck with it, you know? So now I'm going to add in just a few different things. So I have here my own Crown of Success oil, but if you wanted to put your a Crown of Success oil, find one. I think a good shop is Contra Cardia. I also like Inexplicable Things. I really like Three Crows Conjure, and Barefoot Witchery is really, really great. But this one I made my own, so I already know the energies I'm going to get out of it. I'm also going to add in some oud oil. Now this oud, I absolutely love this company and I've been following them for years. Anybody who knows me on a personal basis has smelled this on me, has smelled me, and has heard me talk about it. But this company makes some of the best oud that I personally have found on the market that doesn't smell so pungent or just like aggressive, but is still very much a strong scent that you can just do a dab of this and it lasts all day. This helps to bring in healing vibrations, but also helps with prosperity and good fortune, and to draw and to attract things to you. It smells really nice, and I just, you know, if I'm going to be taking this oil and dabbing it on something, like that smell actually opens up a lot for me and clears a lot of blockages when I smell this oil. So I will actually link their Etsy site. This is a pricier oil, and this is called Siri Yantri. Yeah. We also have another one on there, and they change their oils every once in a while. So yeah, this is retails at $50, but if you really want something, like if you go on there and just look at the reviews, like I promise you, you will not be upset about adding this to your life, because whew. Okay, so I really don't need that much. Like that actually was probably too much, but we abundant out here, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of gold magnetic sand because I want to attract that creativity and just draw that in. So like I said, I'm going to be adding in a rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz is great for manifestation. It's great for clearing of the blockages that stop you or hinder you from being able to access your power. And I really just love this stone in all workings, its magical workings. So I'm going to bless and activate and charge this crystal with my intention. I'm also going to add in some paradox. This is going to aid in prosperity and good fortune. Citrine. And I also will link where I got these crystal chips as well. And amethyst. Now here we have just a little tiny bit of herbs here. We don't need that much. Now you're going to add your carrier oil. You could also do essential oils if you wanted to do it that way. It makes it smell really, really good. But, you know, if you wanted to, I would also add in something like patchouli. That also is really great to activate and open up the sinuses and awaken the body and the mind and prepare it for stuff. Especially also jasmine is a great one. But I'm just going to use these ones. And then we're going to add in our carrier oil. More crystal in there. So here you have your oil. It's beautiful, and if you wanted to add mica in here, you could. So now that we're here, there are a few ways that you can charge this. Now I'm going to leave this out in the sun for the next couple of hours and let the sun charge this oil. Solar energy and the energy of the sun increases power, it increases flow, and it also allows things to flourish and grow. We're thinking about what the sun actually does to plants and to people, and what it will do on a magical scale. So when we are talking about creative energy, planting a seed so that we can harvest it and have these things that will enrich our lives, we water it, and we plant that seed of our intention. We water it with our emotions and with that vibration, and then we allow the sun, or that energy, solar energy, to come and aid in supporting the growth process. So I'm gonna make sure that it gets all of those. It has all the elements in this blend. Like I said, you just give it a nice little shake whenever you're ready to dip into it. Now, if you're not in some place where the sun is shining or whatever the case may be, you can't get outside or whatever, you could leave this on your windowsill. I would want it to be directly under the sun, but if you can't do that, you can charge this. I don't know if you guys have seen my how to charge moon oil video. I will link it as well to this video. But you can do something like that, where you have a bunch of candles around it. You can do a crystal grid around this to charge this and boost this energy. Say you're making this at night and you want to have it for the next day or whatever the case may be, and you really want it to be charging and ready to go when you wake up in the morning. You could do that same fire element with candles and do a little tea lights around your candle, and maybe even one over the top, a chime candle over the top, and let that burn all the way down to support the work. Now, this is pretty much it. I'm going to let it sit out. I'm gonna also do one last little element to it on my own personal ritual, my own incantations, and my own, like, for what it is that I'm gonna be using this for. But again, like I said, this is the pretty simple, basic way of doing this. And if you don't have a certain herb, find substitutions. Bay is a really great substitution herb whenever you don't have something else. You can actually program bay to be in the same vibration of any plant. If you're wishing for creativity, if you're wishing for good luck or love or whatever the case may be, bay is a wishing herb, so it can mimic the vibrations of certain types of plants, or just the vibration of what it is that you have the intention to set. All right, you guys, so that is it. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything from my website, you can go on to theglamourwitch.com. I also sell candles and dragon's blood dipped sage, and I also sell facial steams, and I'm going to be selling some magical bath salts for all of my feminine beauties out there who really want to step into their power and really soak in their Empress Goddess vibrations. And there's going to be a lot more other really great content on the website as well, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't. And you can also follow me on Instagram at The Glamour Witch LA if you are interested in seeing some more of the stuff that's going to be on the website. So I love you guys so much. Please take care of yourself. Keep your vibrations high, and know what is true and what is false out here during this time, because there is a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of distractions, and there are a lot of people who would like to see the masses fall. And if you're watching my videos, I'm just sending you the most love and the most healing, the most comfort and protection at this time, so that you can make it through your daily life, and to remind yourself that there are tons of reasons to be joyful and happy at this time. I love you guys so much. Be blessed.